well be worth considering. Has anybody seen Paul Ryan's Roadmap for America? I think it's excellent, because the only way we are going to stop the cycle of deficit and debt is by controlling the size and scope of this federal government, controlling the spending. Stopping your taxes is one crucial aspect, but if we don't control the spending, we are going to end up in unbearable debt. The Fed will monetize the debt, and we will be in the hole in ways that future generations will never get out of.
10 minutes now. We need to move to questions.
You bet. So I have to take your questions now.
Comment on charity.
Yes.
Charity at the point of a gun is not charity, it's tyranny.
I agree with you.
And the second issue is on the. I'm sorry, I lost it. I lost it.
You know what? If you think of it again, I'll come back to it. Yes, sir.
Doctor, first of all, I do support you, but it wouldn't be any fun to say the things that I agree with you about. So there's one little thing that we'd just like you to clarify.
Go ahead.
On your website, you mentioned that you were in favor of tax credits for people who insulate their homes, more energy efficient. Maybe you can comment on it, because the way I see it is it's a handout.
Right. It sounds like sort of the cash for coffers idea.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah.
That's the one thing I didn't like.
Right. And I fully agree. The way to approach any of these issues is to simply put more money in your pockets. I'd rather see taxes eliminated rather than things conferred as tax credits. But I would like to see healthy measures to save energy and recycle and save on our energy and resources. I do think incentives in the marketplace make a lot of sense. I'm opposed to cap and trade. I also favor, and Dave has mentioned this, and I agree with him, an all of the above approach to our energy generation. I think clean nuclear power deserves a lot of consideration, especially with what's going on with various other carbon-based forms of energy. They do have their environmental drawbacks. But I do feel that it's the best approach is to reduce your taxes, follow the roadmap, reduce the expenditures, especially on the entitlement programs. The health law has to be repealed, replaced, defunded. I agree that defunding will be the temporary measure until we can get it repealed. If we get enough of us in this Congress, we'll get it repealed. But we can apply market-based solutions that will save trillions of dollars, and those are the sorts of things that then we can invest in our houses. You bet. Yes, ma'am.
Hi. I'd like to know your position on amnesty and traditional marriage.
You bet. My position on amnesty, you mean in terms of illegal immigration?
Yes.
The first issue we have to confront is that the borders are porous. They have to be sealed. Border security comes first. There is no question about that. We have not allowed the resources to be invested appropriately because we have had too much in the way of stimulus, bailout, health bill. All of these new expenditures have meant that we cannot devote the resources that we need to border security, to coordinating between state and local and federal authorities, so that at the very least, people who are here illegally and commit a crime will be deported. That alone would be a step in the right direction. We need to assure that E-Verify is easy for employers to use, so that the temptation to hire illegally is stemmed, and I think that's a part of it as well. We have approximately 13 million, nobody knows the exact number, people here in the United States illegally. To deport all of them is probably impossible. It's a moot point if we can't secure the borders. That's why so much thought is devoted to that idea. Yeah. Whether or not there would be a penalty program that would somehow put people at the end of the line to enter citizenship legally and convert them into tax-paying citizens, whether or not that's an option, I think it's an appropriate point for consideration, certainly. It is something that we do have to think about as a practical matter, but it is a matter of getting in line because so many millions of people have been waiting legitimately to become citizens, and we cannot penalize them